Welcome. Welcome to Tarot to a T, where I do a little tarot and I have a little tea. Today we're going to do Cancer for the month of March, year 2022. Hope you're doing okay today, Cancer. Let's see what we got going. I'm going to deal one card for a recent situation or your recent past. One card for your present situation. One card for a potential outcome. And nothing is set in stone, and these are general readings. So what comes out what comes out. And I will ask for clarifiers. Okay, here we go. Recent past. Present situation, potential outcome. For the recent past, we have the Five of Diamonds. For your present situation, we have the Queen of Clubs. And for your potential outcome, the Two of Hearts. Now with the Five of Diamonds, the fives generally talk about changes. And they're not necessarily positive or negative changes. They're just kind of changes of consequence. Because of one thing happening in your life, it brought about changes. With the diamonds here, because diamonds are like the pentacles in a traditional tarot deck, they talk about finances. Perhaps you had an increase in pay or some kind of maybe small windfall. I'm not picking up ginormous windfall. There's definitely been a change in your finances. And that might have brought on a different lifestyle. Or maybe there was some kind of job change. So that's for a clarifier. See what's going on with Cancer in March 2022. What kind of changes are happening with Cancer right now, or recently? But for Hearts, nice. So still, this talks about the changes, but on the Hearts level, this is about change in home, possibly relationship, but it's some kind of move. Yes, some kind of move. With this recent change, like we were talking about a minute ago, maybe you upgraded to a new apartment. It's all positive change, though. That's what we need to remember here, right? I'm going to ask for a clarifier on that. Let's see what Cancer's doing, or was doing in the recent past. Let's see what's going on with Cancer for March 2022 in the recent past. Four Diamonds. Okay. So the Diamonds here talk about some kind of stability that perhaps came along due to this change in finances. Again, we're not talking ginormous changes financially, but enough to give you a little bit of stability. Or a sense of it, right? There is a warning with the Four of Diamonds to spend wisely, or do not spend, save. But there was some kind of change here that, it's like a domino effect, for sure. That led to this, that led to this, to led to this. I'm going to ask for another clarifier, though, before we move on. Seven of Spades. And Spades, in this case, indicate there was some kind of trouble. Maybe you were offered, I had mentioned this already, some kind of severance package. Because I'm getting it's kind of a work situation. It was not necessarily a negative thing, but something negative instigated the separation. Okay, if that makes sense. Like something was uncovered, some truth. Maybe you figured out this is just not a organization you want to work for. You know, they don't agree with your values. But what it's led to with the Queen of Clubs is a place of power. This generally denotes a female energy, and I'm not gender specific. I do mention this in most of my videos, that this could just represent a female energy, and you can embody that whether you're male or female. But you have some kind of power, authority, charisma. You're charismatic. You're graceful. It doesn't usually denote some kind of parent, but it's like a friend, a confidant, co-worker. It could be a spouse. And this uncovering over here, which led to your changing and having to separate, because this is about separation as well, kind of placed you in a place of power, or somebody around you. Or maybe it's just the energy of it. Let's get a clarifier on that. See what's going on with Cancer right now. 3 diamonds. Okay. So again, we have finances are highlighted by this. I sense that you're forming partnerships right now, not necessarily romantic, but alliances. Powerful alliances that are strengthening your position at the moment. It's kind of like it's wrapped up because it denotes a type of completion. I guess because you've been removed from the situation, obviously. It's completed, it's done. But the diamonds, there's some kind of comfort in this. You're content. I'm going to ask for another clarifier, though. Of course, right? Yep. Oh, 6 of diamonds. Finances are definitely highlighted here in this reading. And the 6s generally talk about open roads, like paths are open. Because of this change, you now have different paths open. Perhaps doors open that weren't there before. Or maybe you're seeing more potential. It does talk about paying off debt. So let's say you got some kind of small severance package here, and this has empowered you to pay off some debt. It could be, you could be upgrading a vehicle or a home. I keep looking back at this, and if you have like a change in residence, like you moved out into something better, it's possibly you're in the same place, but you just have a bump up in your lifestyle. Like you're able to afford more luxuries. But the 6 of diamonds is about financial responsibility and kind of taking things by the horns and controlling the spending because you can, because you have that power now, right? Because here, with the 2 of hearts, you're looking at some kind of balance that you've achieved in your life. There's a true harmony, and honestly, I think you've you're forming or you have formed some kind of close alliances. They're going to be staunch companions for you. They're going to be around for a while. It denotes a very strong relationship of some sort. I'm just not picking up romantic, so that's why I keep going back to the work realm. Let's get a clarifier on the kind of balance and harmony that Cancer is headed towards. Oh, Ace of Spades. It's a fresh start. Aces are about starting over or a new beginning of some sort. You're definitely going through a transition with this. Maybe a new way of looking at things. Maybe because this situation freed you up here and leveraged you with some power, you can kind of step back, figure out what you want to do, because this cycle is completed and now you're starting a new one. That's what the spades denotes. And the spade is definitely about mastery. Like, you are on top of this now. There's nothing else for you to explore as far as this situation goes. There's nothing else to learn from it or just anything at all. It's kind of like you have nowhere else to go but move on and move up. Whatever conflict happens over here with this situation, with the departure, you've now reached some kind of resolution. I'm going to get one more card, though, before we wrap it up for Cancer. Nine of Diamonds. Okay. Those finances are a huge highlight in this reading. This is again denoting a completion. So the new beginning, and you have confirmation here that yes, it is over. Whatever this was is behind you. And you've got some money, some kind of power you can leverage now. This is about, again, the theme of paying off debt is here. Or there's just some kind of large payout or large purchase you're going to make that's going to... You're just going to step up. You're going to be in a better position. You're leveraging yourself in a better position. I'm gonna keep it there. I like where this has gone, and honestly, this is going to lead to some great things. I think you're going to attract some people into your life that are going to be completely trustworthy and lovable companions in whatever form that takes. And it's going to be good times with this Two of Hearts and harmony. And you're going to pay off some debt. I really feel like that's going to happen. So put it behind you, Cancer. Things are looking better. Okay? If they weren't looking good over here, they're definitely looking better. And if this resonates with you, please leave some comments. I'm dying to answer some comments. Okay? And just to see how accurate I can be. Okay. Alright, I'll see you next time. Have a good month.